Hey Rose family, it's your girl Serenity Rose, and we are back with another video. And as you guys can tell, this video is in collaboration with Sachae, which is my cousin. I adore her. I love her. I love her content. She loves makeup just as much as I do. And yeah, if you're interested in makeup videos and makeup collection videos and organization videos, she has a lot of that stuff on her channel. So please go check her channel out. So yeah, this is in collaboration with her, and we are both going to be using the Morphe times James Charles palette. So I guess you could say this is kind of like a 2 looks 1 palette type of collaboration. We're both going to create different looks. It would be super funny if we end up creating the same exact look, but I doubt it. If I had to guess, I would say she's probably going to go with something more on like the everyday side, maybe with a pop of color. I don't know for sure. That is just my guess. I know her. She likes her like neutral colors, like the soft glam type of shades. So that is what I think she's going to do. But I wanted to switch it up, use something different. The first time using this palette, I think I did something pink, you know, my signature look with the 3-toned ombre type of vibes. And I wanted to switch it up, so I went with something a little bit more deep and dark and fall-esque. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look. If you want to see how I got this look, keep on watching. And if you want to see what look my cousin created using this exact palette, and I'm pretty sure half of the world has this palette, then click the link in the description bar down below. So yeah, let's get right into the makeup. Okay, so I have my eyebrows done already, and I carved them out with concealer. So now we are going to move on to primer and the eyeshadow. The eyeshadow palette that we are going to be using is the Morphe and James Charles collab palette. Basically how we chose the palette we were going to use is that I looked at her eyeshadow collection. I made a list of all the palettes that we have, that we both have, and I let her pick. So she picked the Morphe times James Charles palette, which I'm happy that she did because I literally just got this like a week ago, and I already used it once in a video, which I'll leave linked up here, but I've been dying to play with it ever since. So I'm gonna play with some new colors today. So you guys know the drill. I'm just gonna show you guys what shades I'm using as I use them. Okay, so that is it for eyes. I try to do like a red smoky eye. I'm not sure how I feel about it. I'm gonna have to wait until the look is done. But yeah, let's finish off the eyes real quick. I'm gonna do some liner. I'm gonna take my Essence Super Last Matte Black Eyeliner, and then for mascara, I'm gonna use the ColourPop BFF mascara in Black on Black, and then I'm gonna be throwing on some falsies. So lashes are on. Wing and mascara. I gotta clean up my wing a little bit on this side especially, but let's move on to the face. For moisturizer, I'm gonna use the H2O Beauty Oasis Hydrating Treatment. I think I only have like a little bit left, so this is probably gonna be like my last use. So I know you guys know I normally do this first, which is lip prep, but I was drinking coffee and I hate having stuff on my lips when I'm drinking out of a cup. If I do have stuff on my lips, I'm normally drinking like out of a straw, but I'm practically done with this cup, so I'm gonna apply this next while the moisturizer sinks into my skin. So now that that's done, I'm gonna prime. For primer, I'm taking my e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. For foundation, I'm going to be mixing two. I'm going to be mixing the MAC Studio Fix Fluid Foundation in the shade NC44 and the L'Oreal True Match Foundation in the shade W6 Sun Beige. The MAC one is the perfect shade for me like in the summertime, and then this one is a bit more on the lighter side but really close to my skin tone, so mixing them is a really good combo. And this one is a little bit more matte while this one is a little bit more like on the satin dewy side, so mixing them is like the perfect combo. So I mixed them on my little palette, and now I'm just gonna apply it on my face and blend it out with a brush. So for concealer, I'm going to mix the Morphe Fluidity Concealer in the shade C235, which is clearly too light for me. And I'm going to mix in the AOA Studio Liquid Concealer in the shade Soft Tan, which is more my skin tone, leaning more on the darker side. So again, I just mixed it on the palette, and it still looks a bit too dark, so I'm probably just going to have to apply the Morphe Concealer up on top of this because I can't get enough on the actual plate. That seems to be like the really good match. Like it looks really nice and natural, but I do want it to be a little bit more on the brighter side. So I'm just gonna add a tad bit more of the Morphe concealer because this stuff is pretty pigmented. But it stinks too. I love base makeup. Like this is my favorite part of makeup application. So before we finish the rest of the face, so now I'm gonna cream, contour, and highlight. As you already know, I've been using this in the past few videos that I've been posting. I'm gonna be taking the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contour Stick in the shade Call Me Maple and my Milk Makeup Cream Highlighter in the shade Lit. So now I'm going to set everything down using the Maybelline Fit Me Loose Setting Powder and my Airway Studio Perfect Pressed Powder in the shade Honey, and this is in the shade Light Medium 20. I forgot to blend that out. Thank God I caught it before I set it down. I completely forgot to cream highlight, so we're just going to skip that step for now. We're going to move back onto the eyes and finish off the lower lash line. So for the lower lash shadow, I'm just going to put red here, black on the outer corner, and mix in the red to the black as well. And I'm just gonna blend that out with this orange shade. Actually, I'm gonna mix both of them. Corner highlight, I'm gonna take this shade right here. I believe it's called Face, and I'm gonna use that for the inner corner and my brow bone. So next is highlighter, blush, and bronzer, and I've really been enjoying the application style of Emma Fleming, where she applies highlighter first and then blush and then bronzer. So that is what I'm gonna do. I completely forgot to add mascara and lower lash. liner, so I'm going to do that first. I'm going to use the Milk Makeup Gel Liner in CEO and my ColourPop BFF mascara. I'm taking my ColourPop Super Chic. I'm taking my ColourPop Super Shock Cheek highlighter in the shade Wisp. I also got this highlighter off of Emma Fleming's recommendation. Not this specific shade. I think she uses Flexitarian if I'm not mistaken. And she has like a whole freaking drawer full of backups. But I got the shade Wisp because I felt like it would go with my skin tone a little bit better. Such a freaking good formula. Then for blush, I'm taking the Rimmel Maxi Blush in the shade Rendezvous. So for bronzer, I'm going to use two. I have this, the Beauty Crop bronzer in the shade Teneries, and this is more like a contour shade for me, especially in the winter time because it's so deep. And I'm going to add some of the shade Tulum from the Wonder Beauty Blush and Bronzer Duo. So I'm going to start off with this one first and then move into the Wonder Beauty one. Okay, I think I went a bit crazy with the bronzer and blush, so I'm going to clean that up with some setting powder. I'm going to dust this away and then I'm going to run downstairs because I think my new iPad Pro just got here. What's in my iPad Pro? It was a package from Dose of Colors. I did get a new lippy kit, so I will be hauling this in a upcoming haul video, so stay tuned. So I'm going to set everything down and then we'll move on to lips. And I'm going to be using the Morphe Continuous Setting Mist. So for lips, I'm going to use my ColourPop BFF3 Lippy Pencil, my Life Glam Lippy in the shade Bestie, and then I'm going to use my Morphe Mega Matte Lipstick in the shade Main Squeeze. And I'm not sure if I'm going to use gloss, but if I do, I'm going to use the Makeup Revolution Times Friends collab in the shade Rachel, which is clear. I am also going to be setting my eyebrows down. I have been remembering more than not lately, so these guys should be proud of me. I used the I Heart Revolution Tasty Avocado Brow Gel in the shade Dark Brown. I'm gonna set everything down one more time. And then I will come back with the outro. Okay, so this is the completed look. Okay, so this is the completed look. I actually am in love with it. It is such a fall vibe. Do you agree with me? If you agree with me, comment down below if you think this is like fall vibes. Like, I love the red and black smoky eye. Now, when I initially applied the red, it was much brighter, but mixed in with the red, it creates this beautiful deep maroon burgundy shade, and it is 100% fall vibes. Okay, so if you like the look, drop your thumbs up, comment down below what you guys think, and please don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Again, this is a collaboration video with my cousin, so her link to her video using the Morphe X James Charles palette will be in my description bar, so make sure you go check her video out too, and also subscribe to her channel. She is a sweetheart. I grew up with her, and I have a really large family, especially on my dad's side. I have a lot of cousins, but growing up I was closest to her and her sister, but mainly her. She used to stay over my house all the time. I would stay over her house. We were just like this, so it would mean the world if you guys would go and support her channel as well. And on that note, I hope you guys are staying safe, staying blessed, having an amazing day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Bye.